Okay, peeps, so check this out. Food cost is a big one. It's rough. I remember when I was first starting out and I wasn't sponsored and getting all this free shit, the food cost was breaking the bank, man. So first thing we got to understand is, my position on supplements. Supplements are used when you can't get to your food. Supplements are far more expensive than food, especially when you listen to my tips here. So you can stop buying so many supplements, protein powder, stuff like that. Just get enough to get you by when you need it, hence the word supplement. So in terms of the stuff that you really need, which is protein, chicken, beef, you can basically, I prescribe in my diets chicken thighs, number 1, and ground beef, number 2. So basically what you can do is you can take the chicken thigh and you just bone the skin, unless you cut off some of that fat that lays around the side. There's still a little fat in the chicken thigh, but that's a good thing. We want the fat. I made another video about how you can take beef that is like an 80-20, put it into a pot with a little water, boil it so it's really hot, strain it out, then resaturate it with like an avocado oil. So you basically have a much more potent, essential fat type beef. So you can really make a lot of progress, save a lot of money. Number 1, do it with chicken thighs. You can get them at Costco or Sam's Club or wherever's near you for like $1.60 a pound. They're frozen, yes, but you're paying $4 or $5 if you're buying it fresh. Same thing with beef. Buy the cheap beef, use the trick I told you about. Then the next thing is eggs. I prescribe a lot of eggs in my program, a lot of egg whites. So you can get, you're gonna have to look, but you can find eggs fairly cheap too. I know there's a farm. It's a farm that runs a store, so we get boxes of eggs for really cheap. Anyway, so what I'm getting at is, don't just buy fresh chicken. Don't just buy the most expensive ground beef. Buy the cheaper stuff, put a little extra work in. It will save you a ton of money. We're prescribing tons of essential fats on top of your meats anyway. So if it's not a totally natural beef or chicken, of course that's not the best, but it will totally do. The bottom line is, this is more of a marathon type thought process in terms of your food and nutrients. So you really got to think ahead. If you start off, say a 4 or 5 month diet protocol, and you're only 2 weeks in and you spent 3 times the money you should have, it's going to get old real quick. Because realistically, what we want you to do is, when you start off that 4-month protocol, you realize, God, this is not that bad, and just roll it out into the rest of your life. Then you basically have, more energy, you feel better. Everything good comes from proper nourishment, and you've learned how to do it in a way that's actually cheaper. If you do like I'm telling you, you don't spend a lot of money on supplements, and you don't eat out for food, you're going to actually come out ahead. But you got to really get specific with some of these details I'm talking about. Any questions, hit me with an email through the channel. John Andersen with a little more